Alright, what is up guys? Evan Aldo here. We are going to get right into our TA immediately, and I hope you guys enjoy the background, calming background music. If you don't, let me know. I will turn it off. Let me just turn the volume down just a tiny bit here. So, let's see here. Consolidation. What's up, Doge? Thanks so much, Jay, for the kind words. Time to hunt for a long maybe. We're getting close. Let's talk about it. Let's get into it. Alright, guys. So right now, especially on the ETH, not looking too good. Rejecting off of this big fib level, 3.3K, and printing a red dot on our 15-minute right here. You know, money flow going down while you're printing green dots in some of these high time frames. Your hourly on both ETH and Bitcoin. Let's actually start with Bitcoin. They look similar as always, but yeah, the first thing I want to show you is the daily red dot right here. So, you know, this typically would give you, I mean, in the best of circumstances, usually at least a 5% correction. However, you know, 5% correction probably from this wick right here, bring us right around 45K, which would be a really good place to look. I believe there's a spider line there as well. And, you know, money flow coming out here, get your red dot confirmed. I went short on Ethereum in the exclusive Discord a little while ago. Didn't go short on Bitcoin, but it's okay. It was a nice position with the ETH short. Hit first take profit, second take profit. I think we will probably hit it. If you're interested in exclusive Discord, link in description below. However, you're going to get billed again tomorrow, so probably want to wait till tomorrow to get into that. I would suggest some of my trade entries, stop losses, take profits, and exclusive TA for crypto and stocks, way more so crypto than stocks though. We've had some good stock picks in there too. Not right 100% of the time, but right more often than not. So it does look overheated, money flow coming out in a lot of these time frames. You got to be careful, especially money flow crossovers into the red on the 4 hour, the 3 hour, definitely could be powerful. So far, I think if we're able to bounce off of, you know, low, you know, this spiral line right here, 45, is where I would really be looking, because look, this is where you're actually, price sticks to this point. From here to here, there isn't much in between. Yeah, I was just looking, usually not too much, you know, up, down, right through this area. So if we just go through this area right here, the spiral line, 45K, at least a scalp long, you'd have a good shot of getting it, assuming divergences are happening on low time frames, assuming you're waiting long enough for the right signals. So yeah. Into the red and the hourly. I mean, the last time you were coming this deep in the red, it signaled a bottom, so maybe we could be getting close, but I'm just not seeing any, you know, point right now. We almost got to that spiral line, I believe, but we didn't just quite make it. No divergence yet on your 30-minute, so it does look like we will probably hit the point relatively soon if we haven't already. Yeah, getting really close to that point. No divergence. Maybe would be risky without hitting that point to just go in on the next 15-minute divergence. But that would be a place to look, 15-minute divergence. And you can look at that combined with, you know, your 4 hour way down with the VWAP right here. This is just way down. So we're due to move up a little bit. You know, usually when the VO comes this low, it's been a while since it's been this low. That would probably signal a at least getting close to a bottom. 2 hour VWAP's curving up. So there are some good signs here that we will bottom out relatively quickly. So that's Bitcoin. Onto your higher time frames, I mean, if your 2-day does print a red dot, yeah, you could go into the red on the 2-day. I mean, I could see it coming down back to probably 44. If you're able to hold 44, it would be seen as a healthy correction on the way up. If you lose that, then that's not the greatest thing. I mean, the big point right here is like what I've been saying on the weekly. If we cross back into the red on the weekly, that's no bueno. I mean, that's probably signaling something like back here, you know, back in our previous 2018 bear market, where you come down about another 50%. So come down 50% from, I'd say probably the high here, 48, bring it down to 20, you know, mid to low 20s. Even a 50% from here would be about 22.5. So it would be a very strong indication if you do end up that low in the next few months of a bear market bottom and then some smooth sailing. That would be kind of like getting in, you know, at 3.3K, 3.2K, if you get in the low to mid 20s. I mean, that would be, look at that. You're going to get at least a 10x probably in the next few years, most likely. Never financial advice, but most likely. Your monthly too, I mean, this is a deciding point. Look at this VWAP right here. People would say this is bullish. However, the last time we were at this point, this height back here, we came down another 50%. Same deal. So there is that argument to make. Also, the 2-week, very bullish with the green dot. Doesn't happen too often. These two, turned out very well. This right here didn't mean much. You just came down another 50%. So always got to keep that in mind. You always got to keep that in mind here. But with inflation, with everything else, I think, I'm going to still lean into the camp that it's just a healthy correction. As of now, in terms of long-term trading, I mean, I've been piling in the red in the daily, stopped piling in for DCAs. If we go back into red, I will pile in. If you want to be higher risk, just keep going until we're in the green on the 2-day, I would say. Never financial advice. Ethereum. Same exact deal on your high time frames. Don't want to bore you too much with it. Coming out with the money flow, that's the big thing that makes at least for the short term, makes it a little bit more bearish. Next big point is 31. I mean, some of these EMA, you may bounce off of some of these EMA ribbons here. That's why I'm looking to take some profits at about 3,200 from my short. Got a 4-hour curving downward, as you do have. I guess you can make the argument this is a bearish div on your 4-hour and money flow coming out. So strong indication that you will have a correction here. However, it's just a matter of how low this correction will go. You're in the red on the hourly here. Last time I curved into the red in the hourly, it came a little bit lower, but then you hit a bottom, so that's a good sign. Bad sign that we're just rejecting off of. It seems like we can't keep this big fib level right here, just hitting off of it, and probably printing bearish divs as bearish div on your no, not quite yet in the 6-minute, but you probably see them on like your 3-minute as we were hitting this point. No, not quite there. Probably on the sometimes you see it definitely on the 1-minute. Yeah, 1-minute any bearish divs and come down, but that's, let's see here, 2-minute, half of that. That's a bearish div, yeah, and then just rejected right off of there. I don't really trade based on 2-minute or really low time frames, but not the greatest sign. We're just hitting off of here. So yeah, let's look at the chat. Do we honestly think that 20K is possible? I didn't say 20K. I said mid to high 20s or low 20s, but I didn't say 20K exactly. Pulling down with the S&P. Yeah, it has been following the S&P, Jeff. That's another thing to keep in mind. I mean, if the NASDAQ continues to do well by the summer, continues to just keep going up, I think Bitcoin will likely make new all-time highs by then. If the NASDAQ keeps going down, we make new yearly lows with the NASDAQ. We're probably in a bear market for Bitcoin, and we're going to come down. So yeah. So we're holding each just now, or sell if you think we could plummet 50%. I'm just holding. I'm holding. I'm not buying at the moment because we're in the green on the daily. This is you guys are getting lucky. This is usually what I tell the premium people only in the exclusive Discord. But I'm just holding. I bought. I didn't buy any at these levels. When's the last time I bought ETH? I mean, I'll show you. The last time I bought it was, last time I probably did any type of order was around 28. I mean, maybe up to 3,000, a little under 3,000. So, yeah, if we plummet 50%, I'll be down. But who knows? Anything could happen, and I don't think we'll be down at those low levels for a very, very long time. If it does happen, let's see what else. Other fan, thanks, Clay. Solana. We will look at. Let's see. Money flow typically right in divergences like a money flow stick green. There's a bear divergence in the 15. And with the red dot in the 4-hour, does it cancel each other out? It depends. It really depends. I mean, I would say for really high time frames, money flow usually does override divergences. On your 15-minute, usually if they coincide, if you're getting like bullish divs and the money flow is going the opposite direction, like the money flow, you're getting bullish divs and the money flow is going the opposite direction, it'll be indicative of sideways. So it's hard to say. It depends. But yeah. Yeah, some people are starting to get more bearish too. I just got a text from somebody, another YouTuber, who's saying he's getting a little bit more bearish. Not a crypto YouTuber really, stock guy. Let's look at Solana. What's happening right now? So we're getting, let's look at the Bitcoin one actually. Yeah, 30. Oh, okay, it's curving back into the green. It's telling me. So we're probably gonna test this area right there. So was really hoping for, 138, and it looks like, if this is just our healthy correction, we could just easily, what would make a lot of sense, bounce off of 109, then come up more. You know what I mean? So it makes sense in terms of a healthy correction. That scenario. A worse scenario, I mean, that would make probably, no, I mean, did have a bearish div there, didn't play out, just continued forward. That's a bearish div, and you're high in the green. Money flow not coming out just yet, though. I would say, assuming Bitcoin goes down a bit more, assuming Ethereum goes down a bit more, this will likely test these levels. What you really want to hope for, this and then that. But right now, you're getting divergences, money flow's coming out. Like, it would be a risky long. Maybe you could get something out of it. Maybe the weekend will be more sideways. You get a little pump, but I don't know. That's what I would say. So I was talking about Zquilla in the exclusive Discord, but Aaron, I mean, if you made a killing on something like that pumped that much, I would say it's time to take at least partial profits, in my opinion. So yeah, what's up, Eric? What's up, LLH? Let's look at ZIL though. I don't know what ZIL does. I don't know enough about this one. I gotta research this more, but I mean, just look right now. You're hitting a major fib level while you're having money coming out of your 4-hour, while you're printing a bearish divergence. We're probably at least going to test this pocket here and come down a little bit. However, even, up here, I was a little hesitant. But how much did this... if you just got in, a few days ago, 270. Wow. Money flow crossover in your 30-minute, 8-hour dot. Yeah, I mean, gut instinct would tell me, typically, with all these divergences forming as you're hitting major areas, that we're going to come down a bit. And this would be a good place, 13, and continue forward. Who knows with these pumps, though? Sometimes they go crazy. I mean, it's almost to its all-time high. That's, pretty... Those double top patterns are strong, too. Wow. It went down 86% and all the way back up. My God. Wow. That's crazy. Sometimes they come back. A0, Shiba Inu. Mirror protocol, VRA, okay. Let's see. Let me look at VRA. I mean, I own VRA, so might as well look at it. I know it's down a little bit, at least. Well, no, your weekly looks good. Let's see here. Would like to see it at 3.5, 3.5, 3.5 cents, I think. Yeah, I'd really like to see it there. I mean, from its all-time high, is that its all-time high? Yeah, it's its all-time high. Down 70% still. Wow, some of these really dumped a lot. Let's redraw this fib. Yeah, that's the big point we want to look at right there. It does look like we're going to test this level. Good level to look at. I'm not seeing anything too spectacular on this. Kind of a bad sign that it didn't pump too much with everything else. You know what I mean? I mean, it did come up 88% since it's low, but still. That's what I would have to say about that. VPAD and Costa. I would have to do more research on them. I know they haven't done too well as far as I know. Man, we could take a look at it. Guys, smash the like button. Let's get a few more likes in here. Let's see. How is Luna? Because I know, like, it did go up with everything, but not that much. You know what I mean? It's in price discovery mode, but not too much. Money flow coming out. 12-hour. I mean, just look at these crossovers. I feel like he'll just repeat this pattern and come down a bit. So, yeah. Luna, I've been looking for, like, to get in this at, like, maybe, let's see here. This level, 74, or this pocket. Worst case scenario, probably like 50. That's what I've been looking at here. I'd say you're probably going to test 93 or something at least in the shorter term. That's what it looks like based on some of these smaller time frames, money flow coming out. But yeah, I mean, we're getting there for Bitcoin. Just keeps going down here. What else do I want to look at? ADA. Let's actually go on Kraken. Yeah, hard rejection at $1.25 there, just down. You're probably going to test 108, I would think. Divergence is happening. Yeah. I think generally short term, it seems like, I mean, maybe coming into the weekend, or no, tomorrow's Friday, so, it depends. Weekend could be interesting, could be mainly sideways, but yeah. It does seem, you know, in the general, at least in the short term, more bearish in my opinion. Dot has been talked about. Retest 19 maybe. Yeah. Bit more bearish. Everything looks a bit more bearish, at least for short term. I mean, with the daily printing, confirming red dots everywhere. Those are typically kind of powerful. Still could be just a healthy correction though. It would be very healthy for Bitcoin to just, you know, come down to 45, a little bit lower, like this area right here, big area 45, and then continue forward. That would be huge. So yeah. Gold, it's making a comeback. Maybe we could come down. Why your screen blur? It's blurry, my screen. That might be just you. I think I'm okay. People would have told me. Let's see. We guys smash the like button. Let's see what else I want to look at here. Shiba. Yeah, that's like a Shiba. It's like everything else, literally. Yeah, I think you'll probably come down a bit to test that area. So I would say, you know, just like everything else, divergence is happening, money flow, overheated, crossovers. You should come down at least a little bit. Probably down to whatever number this is right here, I would think. How's Zcash holding up? Not too bad. Was up to 215 though. Hard rejection off of, I don't know, it's just in the middle of no man's land. Interesting. Come back to 150. I've been in since 120, so 150 wouldn't be the worst thing to come back to. $650 million new shorts entered. I didn't see that. I mean, it depends. I already got my my ETH short locked in profits, so. What's up, Saman? Guys, smash the like button. Mana? Let's take a look at Mana. Couldn't even make it. Just about made it to that fit. Yeah, just about made it there. It's looking like everything else. I mean, 3 days good, back in the green. I mean, that is a good sign. It's kind of a newer thing, so. I do think if everything else corrects a little bit more. Money flow coming out, yeah. In terms of where is this going to go? 240 maybe? Hard to say with this. That was, yeah, October, that craze. I mean, how much did this come up from there? His original 5x, or no, 500. No, 5x, just 5x, not 10x. Let's see here. Cardano, I think it'll come back at some point. I mean, I looked at it a little while ago. I think we're definitely going to correct a little bit more in the short term. Let's see here. Let's take a quick look back at, I don't know where Bitcoin's here. What's there? Maybe we'll get some relief with this 50. I feel like we're going to get some relief pretty soon, though. Yeah, VWAP's coming up here, hourly, about to print a green dot. I want to see, let me make sure I have my notification on for the big point to look at, especially with the 15-minute. That would be a nice entry if you got to do your bullish div while it's hitting that. Yeah. Okay. My HODL bag. A lot of Bitcoin, a lot of Ethereum, and a bunch of other things. Some Cardano, DOT, Matic, AVAX. Let's see here. WKT. There's no crypto. Oh. Is it now? Waves we already looked at, I believe. Yeah. Did it? If I didn't. Oh, yeah, Waves is no. We looked at Zill. Big point for Waves. Yeah. Right there. Hidden major point. Bearish div under 5 hour. Bearish div under 4 hour while money flow is generally coming out. Well, it's a smaller cap, hard to say, but I do think in the short term it does look like you'd come down to 50 at least. Link. I know Ben Cowan's been talking about Link. This is just on horrendous. Hitting a major point right there. It's probably just rejecting off of it. Yeah. Bearish div while you're kind of hitting that point. Not the best sign. Not the best sign for Link. Money flow coming out while you're printing bearish divs while you're hitting a major fib level. No bueno. No bueno. Yeah. Yeah, I still do Wim Hof breathing. Is anyone going to be at the Bitcoin conference next week, I believe it is? Maybe we'll do a meetup or something. EWP. I'll look at Axie. I mean, a lot of it, as always, kind of looks the same. Kind of good how your daily view up is curved around while you're hitting the major point. That could be just a fluke, though. Money flow coming out. It seems like you're just rejecting from that point, honestly, and then you'll just go lower. Yeah, money flow crossover under 3 hour. I mean, how are your high time frames? Yeah, nah. Not the best in my opinion. We'll see what happens. Not the best in my opinion. I think it would come down. You'll probably lose this level, I think. How much did this come up? Only a little bit, really. Let's see. 51%. I mean, how much is it down from? Was down 75, now down 60. Yeah. EWT. It's not cracking. That's a good sign. This is a weird one. Yeah, people have asked about me about this. I don't. It looks like everything else. I think you're going to come down, at least for the short term. I don't know. This is weird. I mean, how much is it? Like, what is this? Like, what? Like, what? This is like a... I don't know, man. Yeah, good luck trying to drive around Miami. There's gonna be so much traffic. Cadena. You know, it's hitting a major point, and you're getting a green dot in the weekly. That's a good thing. I mean, how much is it down? Down 76%. That's kind of expected. I'm not seeing enough evidence of a trend reversal, though. Yeah. Yeah, we do have that divergence printing now on bullish divergence printing on Bitcoin. Yeah, you could probably, because you're so close to the level, maybe give it a shot once this confirms. I mean, how's your 12-minute? Yeah, maybe 7 minutes. See what happens. I mean, let's draw like. Yeah. Look for this area to take profits, probably even here. Just be more conservative. Yeah. Well, right before 46, yeah. Hard rejection off of 46 there. Everything's looking the same. So let's see, what did you guys say? Is this just a healthy pullback? Yes, so you guys are bullish. Wow, okay. ETH is crossing. Yeah, you're printing that bullish div on your 15 while you're trying to reclaim the area. So maybe, just maybe, you get a scalp in with this. Come up a little bit. In 12 minutes. Maybe you get a scalp long in. I don't know. Could just reject and go farther down. Especially with this guy. Especially with this red dot right here. Very bullish case. You know, you just get that red Heiken-Ashi candle and then, and then just keep going up more. Let's see. I don't know if there's really, I mean, are funding fees negative, guys? I would have to look at that. I don't believe they're negative just yet, so I don't know if that would really, if just people opening shorts are really affecting an ape coin. Yeah, let's look at ape coin. Yeah, quite a bit of data. Pretty much just underperforming. I mean, pretty sideways, just nothing too exciting. If you got like here, you would have made something. Not even. It's boring. I don't know, maybe if we curve up, some good curvature in the hourly. There's your hope, your hourly, some good curvature, enter on the money flow crossover, trigger wave or something. Maybe. Pretty dang boring so far though. How's your SPY? You pulling back? Yeah, we're pulling back. Yeah, I mean, probably most bearish case, I mean, say we, bottom out, yeah, just come down, here or something, 400. Probably, how much of the correction would that be? This is just spitballing. This is just worst case scenarios. But 20% correction from our top. If you come down to here in, June, July or something, and Bitcoin's in the low to mid-20s, that's buying opportunity. It's a big buying opportunity, really big buying opportunity. Could happen. Would I bet the farm on that? No, probably not. Three minutes to confirm. Just maybe you could get a little scalp long here. Yeah, I like your hourly. I like how you got some VWAPs curving up. I like the 4-hour VWAP starting to curve up. I like this. I think we could come up a little bit, at least for a scalp. Don't be greedy, but I think we could come up a little bit if this confirms. 9 minutes. Well, really 3. You could go with the 12, 3 minutes. Um, 3-month chart. Yeah, we can try to look at a 3-month chart. For that, I mean, let's go to Brave New Coin. I've never looked at a 3-month chart before, so this should be interesting. Okay, you had your, that's a rare, oh, shoot. Hold up a second here. Ooh, well, no, October didn't really. And then that was the Black Swan, so it did symbolize the top of your, and this closes in 3 hours, interesting. You already closed that red dot, but yeah, that could be symbolic of a, of the end of your bull run maybe, and then you come down another 50% from here. I mean, let's see, you know, what these corrections were. It's gonna be hard to, yeah, it's probably 50, 60%. I don't know what we, yeah, interesting. Oh yeah, I could just, hold on. 67, and then 61. What would 60 be? 26, 67. Mid to low 20s would have been saying. That is interesting. And that's a bearish div right there, too, on your 3-month. Shout out to whoever brought that up. Good observation. Yeah, interesting. Shout out to Zastri. Looks possible. E-Gold. Let me take a look at E-Gold. What I want to, getting bearish, it's like everything else. I think you're going to correct to at least 160 maybe. I mean, it just doesn't look, you know, you're getting bullish divs while you're hitting like big points almost. I mean, you hit kind of psychological $200, so yeah, I think we're going to come down a little bit more. That's what I think. I just want to see something with the, let's go to our Brave New Coin. I want to see like the 2-month, because it's interesting. I haven't really looked at these monthly. Let's look at our 2-month. So these are kind of, I was doing out like how the VWAP was in the monthly before we, you know, dumped to the bottom of our bear markets. But I mean, yeah, big divergence on our 2-month. The thing with this is like these big divergences don't mean too much really, because oh yeah, you had this came in July, and then you made new all-time highs, number one. Number two, if you look at a stock like Apple stock, something that just keeps trending up over time, I mean, it's not, they have divergences. It's not that big a deal, but yeah, what's interesting here, this kind of, these green candles kind of disavow it, because, you know, we had, yeah, we had the, here, these two, you know, it just goes straight down. Not really a sign where you turn green candles, you know, 2 months later. So yeah. And how's your, oh, we looked at the monthly, that's the same. I mean, what else could you look at? The 4-month maybe? You can mess. This is interesting though. I've never looked at some of these time frames. Let's try the 4-month. Ooh, that's interesting. That is really interesting. Because you got your green dot there. I mean, by the time it confirmed, you're basically at your all-time high, almost. But now you got your, that is interesting. I mean, you could be in for some rough one. No, you're not going to 10K, I don't think. That'd be Richard Hart crypto face predictions, but mid to low 20Ks is the most bearish of circumstances I could see happening. So yeah. Let's see. Nah, I don't know who that is. I should check it out though. Guys, smash the like button. Sushi. $5 psychological area. Looks a little toppy already just with these divergences. I mean, divergence is happening while you're, that's probably the very high with the money flow. It probably came up, this is so volatile. Yeah, 84%. It would make sense, you know, to come down to at least $4 here or more. It's like everything else, but yeah. Gold. Why not? Why not Doge? Let's look at gold. Let's look at gold on our monthly. And let's look at the, I don't know, 3-month maybe. It's usually easier to do logarithmic for, yeah. Ooh. Yeah, Doge, I know what you're talking about here. Ooh. That looks, Peter Schiff. Peter Schiff. Well, it took you, how many years did it take for that to happen? 10 years. But 5 years, 300%. Ooh, ooh, Peter Schiff. Yeah, same exact high with the money flow. Looks similar. Yeah. Kind of, yeah, just very stagnant before then, and then, oof. It doesn't mean that much, though. I don't know if this would, I mean, what percentage is it again? It's a 20x, 23x, and then you could get a 4x, and that's like Peter Schiff numbers, but I don't think you'll go that high. I think he could go to 4,000 in the next few years, maybe, you know. He could come up a decent amount, I think, but yeah. How about, like, I don't know, let's look at, we were probably just looking at the 3-month, yeah. Let's look at the 6-month. Yeah, from your 1980, you didn't even come back until, ooh, 30 years later, wow. That's crazy. Ooh, that would have been rough you bought there. Yeah, it does look in terms of money flow. It does look, that's interesting. Yeah, head and shoulders, and you just got destroyed. But I mean, how much did it, you know, what was that correction down to? Yeah, 70%. That's a lot. Wow. Yeah, especially for gold. Huh. I have a little bit of gold. I think fiat is okay. Am I currently in any positions? I'm in an ETH short. I gotta check if I'm getting close to getting stopped out in profit of my swing Bitcoin and Ethereum longs. I have a feeling now is going to be the time where they get stopped out. Just a hunch. Let's see what's happening here. Come on. Yeah, I mean, you confirmed your bullish div. I think you ought to come up a little bit here. Yeah, probably come up a few $100. I think you'll come up in the short term, maybe to 46 for the very short term in terms of how things look. So, would I go long here? Yeah, I'd probably give I might give a little long a shot if I wanted to. I don't like how we didn't hit the spiral line yet. We came close though, but maybe I'd wait. I'm gonna wait since I'm live streaming and I'm already in a trade. I'm already in the ETH short, so yeah. Wow, you guys are bullish, 78%. That's kind of surprising considering we pumped up so much. I mean, looks, I've heard of looks. Yeah, the thing I was talking about gold, too. I mean, I feel like for it to pump that much, like it did in the 70s, I mean, you probably you need some bad things to happen, geopolitically. I mean, that'd be, I mean, you know what I'm talking about. I mean, what the? This is just a degenerator. It's having a little run up. 200% there. It's really new. You're getting divert bullet. Where do I even draw a? I mean, it's hard to do TA on something like this, but this is a good point to look. To around $2. I think you'll probably end up there. Yeah, especially with money flow coming out here. Yeah. Trading or live stream, it'll happen. It'll happen. Huh. You're hitting a big point. Well, you could be just getting rejected from that point. Yeah. I don't know. It looks like everything else. Yeah, not too much different. See if we can hold this area. This is kind of make or break. I mean, you probably will, just like Bitcoin, you're probably going to get a little relief off of this, but I don't know if you're going to, you could easily just do that, but maybe, in the most bullish of circumstances, you just come right up. So yeah, there's always a bullish case. That's your more bullish case for everything, really. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, for gold to go 10x or 23x in a 10-year period, yeah, you would need, things would have to get crazy, in my opinion. Maybe. I mean, I've had some ways to map us out to like 60K by the end of April. I mean, if we just come down even 44K, 45K here, and then continue forward, that could bring us to 60K by the end of April. And new all-time highs in May, June, July. So yeah. It's probably where you'd want to enter and then take, this would be a nice little, I don't know if this would win. I mean, I'd say most likely, definitely over 50% shot. So your stop loss there. Take your profits somewhere around there. Risk reward, that's a great risk reward ratio for a scalp long. There's a free trade. I don't know if it's going to win, not financial advice, I mean, but I would probably, if I wasn't streaming right now, I'd probably give it a shot. Wrong thing. PAXG Bitcoin. I didn't even know that existed. Interesting. So, So I believe this would be PAXG upper for, so Bitcoin's February. Let's just go on the daily here. So it's Bitcoin, yeah, Bitcoin outperforming gold all the way. Hold on. What? Oh, okay, just in general, yeah, Bitcoin just keeps outperforming gold. Yeah, that's what we're seeing here. And then we want to see, trying to reversal. So you see that, yeah, gold outperforming. That's interesting, yeah. Gold outperforming Bitcoin when you're coming into the green here. And you're in the, ooh, that's a good sign too. Yeah, that is interesting. Yeah. Looks like it can, at least short term. That's interesting. Yeah, that would shine that would support the case for gold doing very well. I mean, 50x with good risk management, that's not an issue. It's a tight. I don't know enough about silver, Clay. I mean, I could look at the technicals, but I'm sure they'd look pretty similar to gold. I like gold the best. If I'm gonna go with precious metals, I just keep it simple. But yeah, U.S. oil. Yeah, I mean the main thing with this is like on your monthly it looks pretty dang good because you're looking at repeating something like this. The only thing is it's pumped a lot, but I mean I think there's a good shot. That's the thing. These time frames look overheated. You're getting bearish divs. Not really a bearish div, but you're getting money flow coming out while you're getting red dots there. It looks a bit overheated. You know what I mean? But the 100, it definitely could hold 100. Money flow crossover on the 10 hour. You were close to a bottom last night. Could easily just. I think it will kind of go up, but 150 is a big point. Might not be the worst time. I mean, you're not going to get the gains probably that you got earlier, but yeah, there's a lot of bullish hope here. Let's see. So market cipher, there's a lot of components, Danny. I would suggest checking out my course to learn it. I mean, if you don't want to take my course, there's a lot of tutorial videos and other things that show you market cipher. And if you ask me like a particular thing about it, like what a certain indication on it means, then I could kind of answer it, but that's too broad. Green dot just got printed at 3-minute time frame. Okay, I don't really look at the 3-minute too often, but yeah, I mean exactly as I've been predicting. I think we're gonna come up at least a little bit here to fill a scalp long. Gave you that trade. You guys got lucky. If it does play, I mean, who knows? But I think in all likelihood, I mean, I'd give it, probably over 70% chance of winning that scalp long. I do give a lot of trade entries on my. I try to give you guys one thing a day on my during the week at least on my exclusive Discord. So check that out if you're interested in some of my entries. Tomorrow, it's how Patreon works. Wait till tomorrow because you're gonna get double billed if you sign up today because Patreon, the way they work, you get double billed. You get billed on the first of every month. But yeah, all right, guys. I think that's a good amount right now. I mean. A lot of things, overall, like when you're toying with, not on Tesla, but a few things are toying with all-time highs. Oh, this is interesting because we're hitting that. Tesla looks the same as Bitcoin right now. We're hitting this point. It's do we continue forward, make new all-time highs, and go up to like 1,400, or do we just reject back down? And here it makes it look like we're going to reject back down here today. It doesn't look too good. But once you come into the red, usually it signals a bottom, so... But, I mean, by the time you come into the red, that could be a pretty... it could be around here, actually. So, yeah. Looks a little overheated on a lot of these time frames. It does look similar to Bitcoin right now. Bearish div, yeah, caught the top almost. All right, guys, I think I'm going to get off. Thank you so much for tuning in today, all of you. And check out my links below. Check out my trading course down below. I think it's going to help you guys out a lot. I'm going to raise the price relatively soon, so check it out while it's still cheap, while this discount's still going on with the discount code down below, risk management, how I interpret market cipher, how, basically everything I use to place all my trades. I try to keep it as simple as I can. Obviously, no guarantees in life, but it's helped out a lot of people. And check out my exclusive Discord. I already mentioned that. I'm not going to go into that again a few times. Yeah, that. And then BITGET, FEMIX, use my links below if you want to create a new account. And let's see, Market Cipher, use my link in the description below if you want to get Market Cipher with my discount code down below as well. And if you want to do a one-on-one session with me, link in the description below. And any books on TA, Trading in the Zone. I believe I have a link to that below as well, that book. That's a good book. Trading in the Zone, all psychology, no charts, nothing like that, just all psychology. And believe that should be everything for affiliate links, all of that. So guys, like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.